Today we're going to be on the PowerPoint project that we started last week. First, go to My Computer. Find your student drive. Find your project, double-click on it. If you have not finished your slides, then be sure to finish that now. The instructions are in the PowerPoint. You can also go back to the previous lesson if you need to. Once you're finished with the slides, the next step is to click on the Office button and go to Save As. We are going to save all the files as a JPEG image. So where it says Save File Type or Save As Type, select JPEG. And make sure that you're saving it in your student drive. Click Save. A window will appear asking you if you want to export every slide in the presentation or only the current slide. Make sure to select every slide. Then click OK. Now we're going to minimize this window. We're going to go back to our H drive, which we accessed through our My Computer. You should see a folder, a new folder, that has images of all your slides. We're going to do something with those images. Go to Start, Programs. We're going to go to Photo Story 3 for Windows. We're going to start a photo story project using the images from our PowerPoint. Let's begin a new story and click Next. We're going to import the images. Click Import Pictures. Now find the folder that we just created in our H drive. Select all of the images and click OK. You can change the order of the images by dragging them to the spot that you want. You can also edit the picture by clicking on these buttons here. Click Next. On the next screen, you can add text. So if you want to add text to that slide, you can. But since we already have text on all the slides, we're going to skip that step. On the screen, you can also add an effect. So if you want to change the look of the picture, you can make it black and white, outline, whatever you want. When you're ready to continue, click Next. On this screen, you have two things that you can work on. You can work on adding sound to each of the slides. To do that, you simply click on Record Narration, and it will record your voice. To undo your narration or delete it, click on this icon here, and then you can re-record it. You can also preview it to listen to your narration. The second thing that you can do on this page is customize your motion. Click on Customize Motion. Customize Motion allows you to zoom in or zoom it out on a particular slide. So if I click on this, I can choose how this slide will display at the start and at the end. I'm going to make this slide zoom in. Let's preview that and see how it works. Hey, that looks cool. I'm going to click the X. I'm going to go to the next slide. First, I want to save, and then I can go to the next slide. On this slide, I'm starting out by displaying only a portion of the slide, and then we're zooming out. I'm going to keep that, so I'm going to click Next. The same on this slide. I start out by displaying only a portion of the slide, and then it zooms out. If I want to edit it, I can simply check this box and change it. But I'm going to save all these settings. You can also change the transitions between slides. I'm going to go back, and this time I'm going to click on Transition. If I want to change the transition between my first slide and my second slide, I simply choose a different transition here. When you're done, click Close. When you record your narration, you want to record a narration for each slide. So for this slide, I may talk about my hobbies, how I like walking my dog, hiking, and photography. And then I would click on the next slide, and I would talk about my 3 favorite foods: bananas, Mexican food, and pizza. You want to record a narration for each slide. When you're finished, click Next. On this page, you get to select or create music. We don't have any music on our computer to select, so we're going to create music. Click on that. You can choose the style of music. I'm going to choose pop music. Actually, I want to choose 80s rock. I can change the band, so if I want it to be electric guitar, I can choose that. And I want it to be something cheerful and kind of fast. I'm going to leave the intensity at normal, and to preview my song, I simply click play. That sounds good. I'm going to click OK. You notice that the music automatically displays for all of those slides. I can also choose a different song for each slide if I want, but I want the same song for all of the slides. When you are finished, you can preview if you want, then click Next. The final step is to save our video for playback on our computer. You want to choose where to save it. To do that, click Browse. Click Save in your H drive. Now name your file. And then click Save. The final step is to click Next. PhotoStory is now building my story. PhotoStory is creating a video file, but it's not saving my PhotoStory project. Before I leave, I also want to click here to save my PhotoStory project, just in case I want to edit my project later on. So after this video is created, I'm going to click Save Project and also save my project to my H drive. To view your story, you can click View. Now your photo story will be a lot more interesting because it will have your voice. I didn't record my voice for this photo story. I'm going to click X to exit. And remember what I said. Before you leave your PhotoStory program, you want to save your project. So click Save Project and save it in your H drive here. After you've done that, then you can exit.